Harlem Season 3 is finally over. Now, did your girl Camille get her happy ending? We're going to talk about that in today's video. I want you guys to stay tuned.
Cheers to Season 3.
To Harlem Ever After. Thank you, Harlem, for changing our lives.
Harlem Ever After.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Harlem, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Harlem Season 3, Episode 5 and 6. This is the review for those two episodes, the final two episodes. And how y'all feeling out there? Know what I'm saying? Because I know after watching these final two episodes, I was like, man, they really ended it. They really are ending this show. And do you guys believe they could have continued the stories? I mean, I do. I really do think they could have, continued to go on. I mean, even if this was going to be the final season, which it is, having only 6 episodes, they were only allowed to do so much. I told you guys I believe the whole pregnancy storyline was sped up in order to get everything out. And I really felt like we could have got way more content, but I understand, it is what it is. But in these 2 episodes, we saw a lot. And by the end of the series, we finally got that, that scene that I was talking about, and that's between Portia and your boy N. I told you guys, we could have really got this earlier on. I believe they saved this for the ending because realistically speaking, at least in my opinion, I believe Portia would have left a long time ago. Once she found out that Camille was pregnant, Portia would have said, you know what? I'm up out of here. Ain't no way in the hell I'm about to sit up here and go through this, right? The sad part was the breakup did not happen to the very end of Camille's pregnancy. Like, really? Who waits that long? You know what I'm saying? I cannot see somebody waiting that long to go through all that just to say, you know what? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But she saw all the things that Ian was doing, his time. It was getting spent with Camille a lot more. And once that baby would have been born, that means he would have been out even more with Camille. And y'all know Portia was not about to go through that. So she did what she had to do. But let's begin this review. I'm going to focus on the key points that was important to me. Down below, I want you guys to let me know what parts of these 2 episodes stood out to you the most. Now, the title of episode 5 is called Fear Factor, and the description of the episode reads, Quinn learns something that will shatter her growing fairy tale. Camille makes progress on her book and tries to manage Quinn's and N's expectations. Angie receives praise and celebrates with a classic date night with Mike. A baby shower brings all the girls in community together for good times and games. So that was episode 5's description and title. The title of episode 6 is called Dear Harlem. And the description of the episode reads, in the season finale, Camille finishes her manuscript, Ty tries to mend things with Eva, Quinn realizes new relationship boundaries, and Portia ends things with N. Angie's opening night pressures her, but she shines. Quinn considers a surprising new future. So those were the key elements of episode 5 and episode 6, the series finale. Man, it's really over, y'all. I mean, could they give us a spinoff? I mean, based off the way that they gave us only 6 episodes for the final season, I say no. But I guess we can keep hope alive. But let's begin. What did we see in these 2 episodes? Well, of course, we start off in episode 5 with your girl Quinn and Seth. And we finally get the answer. Now, I talked about this last week about the Sabrina character and who was going to be playing her. So we already knew what time it was, man. We knew this was going to be another love interest. And your boy, Seth, he wants multiple partners. As I told y'all, I mean, this man, he don't need 1, he need 2, he need 3. He need them all. And he wants Quinn to be down for the cause. He's telling her, look, I love you. I still want to be with you. I still want to start a family with you. So I guess he wants to be Nick Cannon. That's what he wants to be. And as I told you guys, he wants Quinn to be down for the cause. Automatically, I'm thinking ain't no way in the hell she doing it. But guess what? She said, you know what? Let me think about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get back to you. Now, we get to Angie and Mike. And every time they have a scene together, all I'm thinking in my head is this. When is it going to be over? Because ain't no way in the hell this is going to work out. I've been saying this since last season. I just can't see it happening. And once again, we see the 2 have a clash or whatever, and then they make up. We know she's getting praised for the Girls Trip musical. Mike, he too busy to do things. I mean, they just on two different paths in my opinion, but they always come together and try to figure it out. But I knew it was just a matter of time before that was not going to work. So I was not surprised by the end of the episode when we finally got, or at least I got what I wanted to see, the breakup. Now, throughout both of these episodes, we're starting to see Ian kick it a lot more with Camille. We see the chemistry. We see that the two are connecting a lot more. And you can just tell that he wants to really be with her. We all know this. Everybody knows they should be together, right? But Portia is starting to get upset. I mean, in my opinion, she should have been gone. But hey, it is what it is. We know she is, changing her schedule to help Ian out with the whole baby shower stuff with this cake. I mean, she's doing a lot and she's not happy about it. And she can tell that Ian still loves Camille. He's not going to say it, but she knows it. She feels it. This is why I said, why the hell would you push yourself through this? Especially through most of Camille's pregnancy. Like, for real, ain't no way in the hell I could see anybody doing this. But hey, I guess it is some people out there that tries to make things work out. And I guess she's one of those people. But all that's doing is making her more upset and is building up frustration. You know what I'm saying? She's telling herself in her head that he still loves her, but she still needs that proof, right? And we know eventually she will confront him about this. Now, the baby shower is a success. I mean, things at first seemed kind of shaky, but things turned out very great. Ain't nothing always 100% right. You know how it is. But they got it together. They all had fun, and it was a great night. Now, I was happy that Camille's mom showed up and showed her support. She was in a good mood, and it was, very emotional. It was very emotional because throughout the series, the relationship between the two has been a struggle. So to see them actually click and to see her mom happy and to see Camille happy that her mom is there, that was great. And I'm glad that they finally was able to have that, that moment on the show. Now, Mike and Angie have one last date. And Mike was acting like he was going to steal whatever, but we know it was a picture of Angie. Things did seem like it was going quite well for a moment, but Mike started to express his true feelings about Angie and the things that he's going through and how he misses how things used to be when Angie basically used to be there all the time. Well, she ain't there all the time because she's in the prime of her career. She's about to pop off. She ain't got time to be sitting there laid up with you all the time. I understand what he wants, but as I told you guys from the very beginning, Angie, she on a different, path. Mike, he's on a different path. And once they got engaged, we really started to see the differences between the two. It's just not going to work. So y'all know Angie was in her feelings like, man, it's probably going to end. But she did not want to say it, but we already know what time it is. She knows deep down inside, it's over. Now, your girl Ty decides to ditch Eva. Like, really? I mean, she was supposed to go and meet up with her and her moms, but I guess the pressure was too much. Y'all know how Ty be. She be all in her head. And once she heard about Eva's mom and everything like that, she kind of panicked or whatever. And then she goes there and she leaves. Eva sees her and Ty up there texting, talking about, I got caught up at the baby shower. Like, no, I see you. Like, really? I'm looking right at your scoop ball head. You right there. But of course she's lying to her. So y'all know Eva ain't going. She is pissed off because y'all know Ty, she's always trying to avoid conflict, or if she's not comfortable, she just tries to leave. But this incident right here, it pisses off Eva, and Eva's like, screw it. I ain't messing with you no more. You know what I'm saying? You already told me at the very beginning that you's a red flag. She told her that she's toxic, right? So now she is seeing it firsthand. But we know Ty, she's not going to give up. We know she's going to have a conversation with Eva's mom later on in the episode. Now, as I told you guys earlier, your boy Ian, he's kicking it a lot more with Camille. We're seeing that body language. He's over there helping, fix up the baby stuff. He's touching her stomach, feeling the baby move. They have a very serious, intimate connection. And man, it's getting real hot, y'all. And I'm like, man, go ahead and just end things with Portia in. Like, stop playing around. You know you want Camille. Camille wants you. But Camille's like, you know what? I can't do it. Ain't no way in the hell I'm about to mess with you. And then you leave, go back and kick it with Portia and have a good old life. Hell nah, it ain't happening. So Camille said, nope, you're not going to get up in this. It ain't happening tonight. And we know once Ian got back home, which was about 3 a.m., Portia, she's there. And Portia already knows, like, man, see, I already knew he had feelings for, Camille, but this confirms it. Coming home at 3 a.m. and stuff like that, hell nah. So she knows it has to end. I mean, like I told you guys before, she should have been up out of here, but we know she wants to make it work, and he wants to make sure things work as well. But to be honest, Ann should have been the one to, finish this a long time ago. But hey, it is what it is. Now, we know right after that, we finally get that interaction between Portia and Camille once again, of course, at the doctor's office, and it's very awkward, right? Because Portia already knows what time it is. She understands that this baby is about to be born, so things will get worse between her and Ann. And she knows she's going to have to be the one that's going to end this relationship. Now, your girl Ty, she rolls up on Eva's mom, played by Robin Givens. And if it wasn't for this, it would have been over between Ty and Eva. Now, she's able to, impress her mother, right? She does apologize for what she did, and she's able to get one last shot with Eva to show her that she is the one for her, and basically just to prove herself and not slip up this time around. Now we get to one of the parts of the episode that I've been waiting to see from the very beginning. The, conversation between Portia and Ann about this pregnancy, because we never really saw them two talk about it, right? Until now. And Portia is telling him, like, look, she can't do it. She knows that he still loves Camille. I mean, he's coming home at 3 a.m. He's spending a lot of time with her. Once the baby is born, it's going to, only going to get worse or whatever. So she understands that she got to go. And I believe she said she did not fertilize all of her eggs, so she should be good. I mean, she had to be the one to end this, because your boy N, he was going to sit up here and wait it out. Like, really? Camille is about to have this baby. Like, stop playing around. You got to man up. I understand it's difficult, but sometimes you just got to do it. Now, Quinn meets up with Seth, and she finally gets to meet Sabrina, and she wanted to see if she's actually going to like this, but no, this ain't going to work. It's just not going to work at all. I mean, Sabrina pulling out her test results, telling her, look, you got to get tested every 2 weeks and all this stuff. Like, really? Hell nah. I mean, this is entirely too much. Quinn said, you know what? I got to get the hell up out of here. I know a lot of people was upset with Seth's character because he did not tell Quinn what he really was into from the very beginning, and he waited until she finally confronted him about it. And then he told her he thought she was messing around with other people as well, and I guess they was just supposed to be having fun, because that's what she said. But my thing is, why not just tell her that you messing around with somebody else, especially if you were telling her you love her and you want to, have kids and all that stuff with her? Come on. You already know what time it is. But I'm glad Quinn did what she had to do and decided to just step away. Now, we get to your girl Angie. We know she was all in her head right before her performance. And y'all know how Angie get. She's wondering if she's good enough. Well, yes, she is good enough. And Quinn had to let her know, like, look, you need to pull yourself together. Stop playing around. Like, this is your time. This is your time. You wasn't sleeping on my couch eating up all my food for nothing. Do not let this go to waste. And that's exactly what your girl Angie went out there and did. She just, just was herself. And that's it. Angie is very talented. She's good at what she does. And she killed it out there. And of course, she got a lot of praise. Malcolm Lee, he arrived and he told her that she did real good. At first, he didn't know if she can pull it off, especially, seeing the character that she played. And he was surprised that she went out there and did what she did. And he gave her praise right there in front of Mike. The same Mike that was so critical of this musical. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how Mike was acting. He didn't think this was real serious, and he thought that people would not take Angie serious at all from doing this. Well, it seems like Malcolm Lee got a different opinion, and he offers Angie a movie role with Idris Elba. I mean, it's looking real good for her. The only problem is this movie shoot is in June. Now, your boy Mike ain't feeling that. He's like, man, our honeymoon and wedding is in June. And he pretty much downplays the whole opportunity like they couldn't, figure something else out. He just instantly said, well, thanks for coming to see my baby girl or whatever. Like, really? So y'all know Angie, she ain't going. She tells this man, look, don't ever call me baby girl in front of a director. Like, are you crazy? She said, I am a grown ass woman. He tells her, well, you need to act like one. He's pissed off that she's even considering doing this movie, especially since they have a wedding coming up. So he's not feeling this. But at the end of the day, you only get certain opportunities in life to do things, right? He knows that she's very passionate about doing this. So, I mean, you got to come to compromise somehow. I understand he is pissed off, but man, if this is going to be your big moment right here, you got to take it. You can always move things around as far as the wedding. And plus, you ain't got no family like that anyway. They don't mess with you. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to see you anyway. So y'all can move that wedding down the line. Like I told you guys, at the end of the day, we all know what time it is. They should not be together. And we know Angie told him, look, we ain't about to argue right here. We can talk about this later on. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knew that Camille's water was about to break, especially since she was out there dancing. I mean, you can tell it was about to happen, and that's exactly what did. Your boy N, he thought it was a joke, but they said, hell nah, it ain't no joke, it is for real. So, of course, they go to the hospital, and your girl Camille has the baby. A very emotional moment, you know what I'm saying? It brings in her closer. Her mom even popped up. As Camille was talking about, the baby was the missing puzzle piece, because to me, I feel like the baby is what brought in Camille closer, and of course, Camille and her mother closer as well. And they named the baby Harlem. Now, we get back to this fake 5 heartbeats reject looking boy. He pissed off. And y'all know he pretty much told Angie, like, look, when we have this conversation, is whether you choose me or that movie. Basically, that's what he was saying. Well, y'all know Angie told him she's always compromising for him. He goes back and forth with her, talking about he compromises for her as well, doing things and, you know, switching up his schedule. But Angie tells him, yeah, but she does not, you know, talk about his career in a bad way, like he's doing something wrong or whatever. We know Mike, he has his opinions about what she is doing. And to be honest, it's like negative opinions. It's not like he is pushing her to do better or whatever. He's telling her what she's doing is silly. He don't get it like that. He never even watched Girls Trip anyway. So he's not even in tune to what she's doing to understand what the hell is really going on. Now, we know your girl Angie, she ain't the one. She's like, look, I got to do what I got to do. Peace, basically. You know what I'm saying? She put that ring on that table and she got the hell up out of there. She's about to go film a movie. She got a good ending in my opinion, because at the end of the day, she about to blow up. You ain't got no time to be kicking it with no damn Mike. He can go do what he go do, sell properties, and you can go make movies and have fun and travel, you know what I'm saying, and live stress free. You guys let me know, what did you think about the whole Angie storyline? I'm proud of Angie. I'm glad that she did what she did. And Angie definitely matured throughout the entire series. She's come a long way, and she finally got her opportunity, and she killed it, y'all. Now, what do y'all think about your girl Quinn? We know she went to that Solo Mom's workshop, and while she was there, she saw Isabella, and it seemed like they connected, right? We know they used to mess around or whatever back in the day, and now it seems like they may just rekindle. I mean, they were happy that they saw each other, so hopefully things go well this time around between the two. I know Quinn did not get the happy ending that a lot of the fans wanted her to get, but at least she did not settle for Seth and the things that he wanted her to do. So we gonna see, man. Well, I guess we ain't gonna see, because this is it. This is the final season, so we don't know what the hell is gonna happen after this. But of course, I wish Quinn nothing but the best. Now, we get to your girl Ty. She has a conversation with Eva, and luckily the conversation that she had with Eva's mom fixed things, because now Eva's giving her a second chance to prove herself. But this time, Ty is very honest. She's telling her that, look, she is the girl for her, and she's very happy that Eva accepted her with all of her flaws, and she's the only person that's really done this before. So she wants her, right? And she basically proposes to her, letting her know, like, look, she is the one. And man, it seemed like your girl Ty got a happy ending. And your girl Ty, she didn't give up. She did not give up. She fixed things. She's about to get married to Eva. I'm glad that Gail Bean came on this show. I mean, she killed this role as Eva's character. And I know a lot of fans, they want to see more of this story. Now, we know Eva did tell her, like, look, you still need to go and see your family. Let them know what you know are really going through and who you are. And we know Eva, she's going to go with her for support. So your girl Ty definitely ended out this series with a bang. Now, we get to Ann and Camille. Of course, he finally tells her about the whole Portia thing, and that Portia accused him of still being in love with her or whatever. And it's true. He is still in love with her. He thought he can hide it or whatever, but that was not going to work. So now she understands that they broke up and that Ann really wants to be with her. She is happy as hell, and they get their happy ending. I mean, they had some bumps and bruises. You know, it was a struggle, but they still got through it. And we all knew these two belonged together, and it actually happened. And then we see that your girl Camille's book comes out. It's titled Harlem Ever After, and it's a bestseller. It's a New York Times bestseller. We know based off her name on the book that her and Ian got married. I mean, I guess this is a true love story, and this is what she was told earlier on in the episode about this book. And at the end of the episode, we see all the girls once again together walking, and it's a bittersweet moment because it's over, y'all. It's actually over. Now, of course, I watch Harlem. I just, start watching the show. I did have a lot of you guys asking me to do this show, so I really just did it for y'all. I reviewed this show for y'all, and man, it was definitely worth it. At the same time, it is kind of sad because this is a good quality show, from the acting, the storylines. So to see a show like this to end, I'm like, damn. But as I told you guys, they do this. You see this all the time within these shows, especially the shows that are very good. They love ending these shows, especially if they don't get high enough ratings or not bringing in enough money. They will end the show just like that. I mean, my question is, why the hell was it only 6 episodes, right? Why was it only 6 episodes? So I wish a show like this could have, been exposed a little bit more to people. A lot more people could have tuned in and watched it or whatever. Because if that was the case, maybe we would have got more episodes, maybe more seasons. As I told you guys, y'all know how they do with these shows. After season 3, they love ending the show because, of course, you get to negotiate for more money after season 3. So this is why you see a lot of these different streaming networks give you 3 seasons and that's it. The big shows, they gonna get more than 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? They definitely gonna get more than 3 seasons. I mean, I would have loved if we would have got like a spinoff or something of this show, but for it to be over, it is a bittersweet moment knowing how good it was. So, man, it's crazy. But everybody in the show, they can act real good. I mean, your girl Megan Good, very underrated. She killed it. As I told you guys, I'm glad as hell that your girl Gail Bean came on the show as well. Speaking of Gail Bean and your boy Tyler Lampley, I guess now it's time for them to get ready for P Valley. Yes, P Valley season 3 coming this year. We know your boy Diamond, he's still in that trunk. And we know your girl Russian Roulette, she's still breaking all of Uncle Cliff's rules, doing what she wants to do, but eventually she gonna get caught up. But I cannot wait for that show to return to see them two once again killing it on the screen. But I want to thank all you guys once again for supporting your boy when it comes to this show. As I told you, I did this show for you guys, and I'm going to try to do more different shows this year as well. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.